Well, hi everybody, it's Doug. Let's start with a quick field trip. So I have been busy building again. You already know about the storage cabinet. I did a whole video about it with pull-out drawers and lots of cool locks in storage. But I found that I missed looking at the locks. I didn't want to have to pull out the drawers. And when I look up from my desk, it's nice to see the locks there. So I decided I needed a display, and I designed and built one. So what you are looking at is a design that I considered, we have our flat bottom locks, we've got our round bottom locks, and then of course we've got the railroad style ones that are so big that they really need to hang. And this is not my full collection, but this gives me the chance to sort of highlight what I'm feeling like showing off during that period, and then I can always switch through. Notice there's Suki. Switch through to some of the other locks, and of course my push keys along the bottom. I didn't want the push keys to have problems with the key hanging off of them, so I decided to invent this little parking area for the keys, so we could pull out the key and immediately have the key ready for the lock. So that is my latest creation, and sits on the wall of my office right above the storage cabinet. And we're back at the picking station, and today we're going to be taking on two of the locks that I got from our friend Jeff Moss. We'll start with this Burg Wachter and then go on to this US set stamped Commando lock. So the Burg Wachter, kind of a neat one because they actually put a lot of picking resistance into this kind of a thing. It's kind of gritty inside, and I don't know if that's by design or by age, but it still is more of a lock than the look seems to give away. But look at that high pin right at the back. So let's do a quick attempt at picking on this one. And actually, I think I want to do the Sparrows offset hybrid, and that's in 25 thousandths. Working my way to the back. A little crunching on 4. I think that was 3. 2, a nice crunch. Crunching on 1. So nothing really does a click style set. It's all sort of crunchy. And then I just released a little tension just in case I overset something that might have helped it. And there we saw some movement. It almost feels like they might, if you saw that counter rotation, it almost feels like they might have some sort of spools in there. So we've got our open. There's not a lot of interesting feedback from it, but it's a fun pick. When I say not a lot of interesting feedback, that's for you guys, for your entertainment. This is our Commando, all ready to go, all up in your face. Sorry about that, but let's get this going. Now the Commando, I gotta tell you something. I did a lookup online and I found one guy who apparently took one of these things apart, and he shows that it is actually all serrated pins and serrated drivers, key pins. So top and bottom pins are all serrated. Now, let's get our position in there. Now this one is the opposite of the other one. It's very clicky. So let's do pin 1, 2 clicks. Pin 2 gave us a click already, just touching it. Pin 3 doesn't want to do much of anything. Oh, and I guess I should show you the key, that bump in 3. Again, I dropped a little tension just in case I overset and got some reaction. So I'll come back to 1 to see if anything changed. 1, same. 2, need a little click. Did you see that counter rotation? 3, moved up a click. And that might have been 4. That was a click on 4. And finally on 5, got a click and got an open. Now do not be fooled, my friends. As quickly as that appeared to open, I warred with this one for a good 5 minutes the first time. And this is because the spools, the serrations seem to be so sharp, and I think there might even be some serrations or some undercuts on the other side of things, that on the core itself, the plug, that as you're picking, if you don't get a very, very light tension, it will lock up and freeze as if you've hit the shear line. Very, very tricky. Once you get the feel for them, then you're all good. And you'll see that when I pick the other one in another video. But there we are. We've got our 2 picks. 2 very quick picks for you, and I do appreciate you joining me. By the way, a belated Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday Season to everybody, and have a great New Year when it comes. Take care, stay out of trouble, and stay healthy.